you've been doing a lot of consulting in the past. So what actually inspired you to pursue this?
I have been working for multiple companies. I've been working in the game industry. I've been working with fintech. And I think at this stage in my life, I wanted to work for myself. I didn't want to work for someone else. And I think that's a motivation that drives every one of us. You know, at the end of the day, we all want to be financially independent. I felt like consulting or having my own consultant company is the way to that financial independence that I'm looking for. And I will say that especially for all the women out there, like my decision to go into consulting was definitely based on finances. I wanted to have more control over my finances, and I wanted to work for myself. I've been wanting that for some years. So finally, I made the leap or the jump into the consulting. Yeah.
And how did that process look for you?
It's a scary process because leaving your permanent job or your salary is not easy, right? But it all starts by making a decision, starting up a company, registering a company in Sweden, and getting everything in place. Because, you know, once you are an independent consultant or you have your own consulting company, you have to have your accounts in place, you have to have some salesperson, you have to have some marketing being done for you. So it was a combination. It was not easy, definitely, and it was very scary as well, right? But I felt like this is what I want in life, and this is what I want to do. So it involves so many things, like talking to the right people, pitching my profile to the right companies, getting the right salespeople on board with me as well, making sure my profile or my CV is diverse enough for consulting roles, and then, you know, getting an accountant as well, making sure the payments are coming. So it's just a lot more than just going to work and being an employee. But I really wanted a challenge like this in my life, so I just took it, and it's so much fun. I would not go back.
The rest is history, as they say.
Yeah.
So it sounds like quite a process. So what would be your advice for anyone wanting to transition from permanent to consulting, freelancing?
Consulting is not for everybody. So I think it's very important that you know if it is for you or if it is not for you. So if you even want to try it out, if you want to experiment with it, I think it's great. You should do that, and you should not hold yourself back up. But it's a lot more work compared to being an employee. When you're a consultant, you have a lot more responsibility. And when you're sitting at a client side, your whole reputation is at stake. Or if you're representing a company as a consultant, then the reputation of that company is at stake. So I think it's a challenge, but if you are comfortable being an employee, you should stay an employee. But if you want to challenge yourself, you should challenge yourself and become a consultant, because you know, growth lies in pushing yourself and being uncomfortable in life all the time. So I think I go with that philosophy a little bit.
I think coming out of your comfort zone is really key to your own personal development. What kind of mindset do you feel you need to have to be a consultant?
One of the key attributes to being a consultant is that you should not think that you are working for a company 9 to 5. That's, I think, is the key. You should be thinking in terms of, I am going to be spending this much hours with this client. So do not think that you're working for a company, but more like, okay, this is a client and I'm providing them some certain type of services. And sometimes even after the day ends, I have to come home and I have to have meetings with my salespeople and my accountant, and I have to do some bookkeeping as well. So yeah, I think the key things here is the mindset that this is my client, I'm providing them a certain set of services for a certain amount of money, and I'm not going to get too involved in things that do not require or affect my personal and mental health. I think that's also a key there as well.